Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. We crushed our Sunday prop betting picks once again. I can only imagine what our record would be this year without Thursday night on the weighing us down here this season. Our two wins on Sunday afternoon moved us up to 63-45-2 with our NFL prop betting picks, and I am back to finalize Week 11, trying to get us on the profit train once again for yet another week here with two more picks from Bovada Sportsbook. And I'm going to start it off here with Derek Carr over under 1.5 passing touchdowns. After a couple of these wins here, I'm feeling a little bit bold, and this is exactly that. This is definitely not a close to even money play, and it is an underplay here for me for a couple of reasons. The main one here for under 1.5 touchdowns for Carr is that the Texans have allowed only 8 passing touchdowns all year. That's tied for third best in the NFL behind the Seahawks and the Cardinals. And if Derek Carr here on a neutral field struggles a little bit passing the ball, you could see a very nice profit of plus 175 from Bovada Sportsbook if he throws less than 2 passing touchdowns. A big reason for the Texans' success in their secondary has been that their rushing defense has not been that great, and they haven't been one of the better rush. They've been one of the worst rushing defenses in the NFL at times this year, but I think Carr here, in a field that he's never played on, it's basically a road matchup for both teams, and with the Texans' secondary really only allowing about a touchdown per game anyways, I think that this could very easily be a good play at plus 175. Pretty good gamble as well here on Monday Night Football. Now, the one I like a little bit better here is probably my main prop betting pick is DeAndre Hopkins and over under 65.5 receiving yards for this one. You got to think that there is going to be at some point an opportunity to buy low on this guy. We've seen him go off out of nowhere, and this game down in Mexico City could be the game, especially when you think about, unlike the Texans defense, the Raiders secondary has not been very good this season. They're giving up an average of 202 yards, 2 receivers per game against teams like the Ravens, Chargers, Jaguars, and Broncos. So even with Brock Osweiler not playing up to expectations yet this season, I think that they can hook up here against a Raiders defense that is definitely vulnerable, especially if you think about a game that they could be playing from behind or potentially could just end up as a shootout anyways. I think all things considered, seeing the Raiders averaging giving up about 14 catches per game to receivers this season, you could see them very easily get 7 or 8 catches for DeAndre Hopkins. I think if he gets that much volume and is able to convert that many of his targets, which will hopefully be in the double figures, I think over 65.5 minus 125 from Bovada Sportsbook is the way to go. Best of luck to you on both of those. Of course, check back as we will be back yet again for week number 12 on Thursday Night Football. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SPR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.